Welcome to day 14 of Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, and it's actually 31 days of exclusive sketches that are created just for this month. Today's sketch comes from Alison Krogsgaard. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I've been going through my photos, actually I've been going through my layouts and putting together my albums because I had so many of them just in page protectors, and then I was sorting them in different themes, and so now I finally have them sorted and I'm just kind of getting them putting them in albums. And so I've been working on my youngest, Nate's album, and then I had these photos in my photo box. It was funny, I'm like, all right, I'm just going to reach into the box and pick a small folder, and this is the one that came out, and I thought it was perfect because it goes for Nate's book. And then looking at the colors in this, the summer Four Seasons paper just fit perfectly with it. So what I'm doing here with these dies is I'm actually just using them to kind of figure out the size that I want to do for the circles that are in the sketch. I wasn't sure, okay, do I want a 5-inch circle or a 4-inch circle, or does 3-inch work? So by using these dies, it just kind of allowed me to figure out what size circles I wanted. So I went ahead and cut those out on the Cricut of the two different papers, because with the two different colors on the sides, I thought that would work. And originally I thought that I would have this paper the other way around, but as you can see, it works out just fine here that the photos cover those holes where I cut out the circles. And I left this all in, and if you don't want to see it, let me know. But I just thought that when I was first starting scrapbooking, that I watched people scrapbook, and I just thought, wow, they just know where things go and it all comes together. And for me, that's not the case. And so I kept all of the circle placement in here and the auditioning of different papers in different spots. And just, this is how I create a layout. And if you do it differently, that's great. But I cut this down so that it was 6 by 12. Again, I'm just arranging the photos and the other circle elements on here to kind of have some balance. I wanted to figure out what my background paper was going to be, and our wall colors at the farmhouse was more of this buttercup yellow, and so I pulled in this honey butter because that's one of the colors in the summer Four Seasons pack, and I'm like, okay, this will work. And then the story of these photos is that I created quiches and meals for a crop retreat that I host twice a year. And so I was making quiches, and we were having dinner with my leftover things. And I'd also done some apple pies for this particular craft retreat. And Nate, our youngest, had a dairy allergy, so he got his very own personalized quiche, which was really just scrambled eggs, and also the apple pie, so that they would be dairy free. But what I was saying is those dots are from the freshly baked stamp set. It's for the card making for the stamp set, and it's designed to make recipe cards, but I am using it as journaling lines, as background noise. I just think it's perfect. So now that I have those in the background, I'm kind of trying, I'm just not feeling this layout yet. It needs, the yellow and the browns of the wood grain are too similar in color, but I really liked it because it kind of had those same tones that are in my son's red hair. So I'm going to try the red and the blue, and now I'm even trying black, and the black was just too stark. So like I said, I kept all of this in because this is sometimes what I go through when I'm making a layout. There's sometimes it comes together easily and I just know exactly what I'm doing. This particular day, it was not just coming together. So then I thought, all right, what if I just eliminate that wood grain? And as soon as I did that, I was like, okay, this is better, but now there's too much yellow still, and so I'm going to have to do something with that. But the little pieces that are on my embellishment cutting board also came from that freshly baked card making stamp set. And one of them says from the kitchen of, one says salad, and then one are just the hearts. And I did the salad because Nate's salad at this point in his life is tomatoes. It's tomatoes with more tomatoes and tomatoes, please. And he would just, like, I could be chopping a salad and he would just sit at the counter and eat a whole tomato before I could even get it into the bowl. So it was great. When he was around and I was prepping dinner and I was making salad, I always knew to get out an extra tomato because there would not be enough for the rest of us. So I wanted to make a focus on the salad. I was surprised that this stamp set has both the words breakfast and lunch, but I couldn't find supper or dinner on here. So you have appetizer, breakfast, lunch, dessert, but you don't get to have dinner apparently, because this was our dinner. So now I'm going back to, I need to break up this yellow. There's just too much. Looking at the sketch, there was a frame behind all of her gloriousness, so I was trying that with the gingham. The gingham paper from this summer collection just to me speaks of kitchen and cooking, kind of like that picnic feel. So after trying all those iterations, I went ahead and cut this down to, I wanted whatever the largest circle was, and now it's like, okay, I took a 1/2 inch off of all 4 sides of the yellow background. I inked the edges with the Bluebird ink, just like I did with all the other components on this. I have this circle that's from one of the Christmas tag sets that I've gotten out for some of the projects that I'm trying to do for Christmas things around here. And I thought, okay, this is perfect. I'm going to add some more interest and stamp this open ring, which again goes with the feel of the sketch. And I'm just using this piece of paper kind of as a mask, because I don't mind stamping on the circles, but I wanted the square elements to make it look like it was behind there. And going ahead again, one of my favorite tools is this Cricut spatula, because it can help pull up the adhesive on layouts so that you can get back underneath there, and when you decide that, no, this isn't the direction I want to go in. And of course I have to do 5 of these rings because 5 is an odd number and this just works for me. And it still at this point needed more, so I grabbed from the background element stamp this splatter, and I absolutely love this splatter. I have the Perfectly Imperfect patterns from last year, and it has some splatters that are useful. But this one, I really like kind of the splatter effect of like the heavier ones cascading up into the lighter ones. And just to make sure that I'm not stamping over on my edges, you can see here that I use that mask again. So do you look at layouts and just go, this isn't working for me? Because that's what this one did, but now, like I said, I'm feeling it. It's coming together. I thought about doing splatters over all of it and in like a black or a darker shimmer brush, but I didn't. I don't know. I just wanted to keep the circles clean, and I thought those circles just worked so well with the photo. So just really happy with how this layout has all come together. I'm going to add some glue there, and then off camera I went ahead and did my journaling just about the story that I told you. And I wanted to show you this trick. Jessica Dybczynski of the Paper Heart, I saw this on her channel where she glues together cardstock so that it's 2 layers thick, because the cutting machine, the die cutting machine from Close to My Heart, and I'm sure others do too, easily cut 2 layers of cardstock. So by going ahead and gluing these together, when I cut my letters out, there's already 2 high, and it just works great. So as I was cutting, I was just going to do the MOM, but then I realized there's enough room to do an extra O, and it's a circle element with rings. So surprise, surprise, I'm going to take the insert of my O from Mom, plus the outside ring and the other circle from the extra O I cut, and kind of scatter this color around the page. So our title is From the Kitchen of Mom. I told my story. I really like how this layout came together, and it's one more page that is ready for the album. In the description below the video, you will find a link for the playlist for everybody that's playing along with these 31 days of sketches this month. Be sure to check those out. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I invite you to do that now. Here's another video you may be interested in. Be kind, be a blessing, enjoy. Bye-bye.